Hi there and welcome to my channel. This project is part of the Altenew June 2019 blog hop as they are releasing new stamps, dies, and stencils, and I'm so excited to be part of it. The next project is going to show you how I use the Forever in Love stamp set and die set to create a layout for my Life Crafted album. And I'm using lots of color in this layout, and I want to use this stamp to frame the picture and the layout in itself. And you're going to see that it's a beautiful stamp. The sentiments in the stamps that are gorgeous, and the detail in the flowers too. There's much you can do with it, but I'm going to keep it pretty much black and white because I'm going to use a lot of color behind. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my stamping platform to stamp the image a few times with black ink on white cardstock. And then I'm going to use the dies to cut them. And you're going to see that once you see it stamped, you're going to see how beautiful. I was thinking about watercoloring, but because I'm using lots of color, I want to keep it very plain and it's going to actually shine in this layer. So you're going to see that I'm just going to take my time and stamp it a few times and then just use the dies, the coordinating dies actually, to cut it out. And once I have it in place, what I did while working on this is I had an idea what I want to do, and I went into my little pack of papers and I put one of the papers from the Live Your Dream collection. I really like the tones of peach and the pink, and even though the picture that I'm documenting is my kids and my niece and nephew, they're not wearing anything of the color. It's gonna make it stand out because of the contrast. So to make everything stand out but complement each other, I need to keep the embellishments, in this case, which what the flowers are gonna do, are very neutral. So I'm gonna keep it very simple. I'm just gonna add a piece of vellum behind the picture just to make it, to create a little bit of a division, and then I'm gonna glue it straight onto my layer. I've already, like I said, cut one of the Live Your Dream collection papers to fit inside my little album, and then I'm gonna just play with the, I'm gonna say not the formation, sorry, the location or the positioning of the flowers, just to make sure that it frames the picture nicely. I don't want to cover faces. I don't want to cover bodies. I just want the leaves and the branches that are left over from, not left over, but like coming off the flower, to frame the picture nicely. So once I glue it in place, I'm gonna add a little bit of foam adhesive to the flowers. I wanted to create some dimension. I wanted to create a soft shadow on the picture. So you're gonna see that whatever pieces are left over or extra, I'm just gonna trim them and then reuse them to just elongate the cluster. So then again, I'm bringing a second one of the stamped images, and I only use the stamp that had the long branches. And I'm thinking I'm gonna create kind of a vertical line. But you're gonna see how the leftover pieces that I have after cutting the excess from the edges of the paper, I'm gonna bring it just to elongate the little flower cluster, to more of I'm going to make it fuller at the bottom, not just be so straight down the vertical line, and that's going to help a lot. And then you're going to see that once I have this in place, I went and I'm going to create a triangle with my little images. So I'm going to place another one of the images right at the center of the opposite side of the layout, and that's going to create a triangle of embellishments. I'm going to glue this piece of paper. I cut it smaller, so I'm going to glue it to white cardstock. I've already perforated the holes so they can fit in my album, and I'm gonna cut all the excess uh, of the cut, and I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna use it in another project. Again, the pieces that I can use, I'm just gonna elongate it, giving some movement by adding all those pieces that I'm cutting. And then to create the title of this layout, I'm gonna use a combination of the ephemera pieces that come in the Live Your Dream collection with the beautiful alphas that come in the collection. And the title is gonna be Cherished today. I like to take pictures of my kids and my nephews because there's a big gap in between their ages, just to give an idea of how they're growing together. So this is a picture from one of their birthdays a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna just add it to the album. I like to keep track of them. Once I have that, you're gonna see that I'm gonna bring a few embellishments, not much. I think the flowers are doing quite a bit of the decorations, and also I like the colors. I'm gonna bring a lot of the decorations I'm gonna bring are gonna be very neutral, just so they don't take away from the picture of the background. I'm gonna add my lines with journal in the little pocket that is created underneath the title. The flower creates a little pocket at the bottom, and then I'm gonna bring just a few enamel dots from the Altenew collection. I'm gonna use the grays and the blacks just because to accent some of the tones that I have. And that's about it. Super simple. I love the fact that I kept the embellishment very simple, and the stamp shines here. It brings enough I'm gonna say the florals that I love to this layout, frames the picture nicely, and it becomes the focal point without taking away from the picture. I hope you try it. Don't forget to check all the new releases. Hop onto my blog so you can join in the blog hub, see a lot more projects that I created, and also have a chance to gain, not to gain, sorry, to win some gift certificates. There's quite a few that Altenew is giving away. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget, if you have any questions, please contact me. Take care, guys. Bye bye.